Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Shady Sports Network, Playmaker Blog, and the host.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry to cut you off, but look here. Look. There's nothing to be happy about what took place this past week in wrestling.
That's not true. That is not true. We all proudly bring to you the Monarchs of Wrestling. Your boy Cool McCain. My guy, the Playmaker.
Okay, yes, we're here. We're here, but we got to talk about the mess that was last week.
But here's the thing. I told you. But everybody was like, oh, yeah, Bob Jay Uso with this and all this and this and that. I told y'all. Certain things were going to happen. Cody Cena was always going to win. That's what I've come to understand. This is Cody Cena. He's always going to win. When he loses, it's going to be a shock to me because they have made him the new John Cena. They have.
That's not the problem. Because we see things, we're good at saying things, but we always say how you going to present it to us is the problem.
Yeah.
They did not present it to us in a proper way.
Nothing about Crown Jewel was presented well. The card was a terrible order. I saw the card and I was like, oh yeah, this is about to be a poop show. Just from seeing the card. You know why? Because the card tells you everything you need to know. The card was a poop show.
And we just if y'all haven't noticed, we're not even going on script here because that's how bad last week was. We don't even need to go in the usual script.
You know what? You're right, sir.
But you know what? Let's go ahead and give them the TNA stuff.
We gotta give them the TNA. We give them a little TNA. No, they deserve a little TNA in their life. For those who want to hear about TNA. So.
But thanks to everybody for watching. I see Cole Johnson's in the chat. Daniel Barry's in the chat. How y'all doing? It was good. Hope yeah.
Yes, sir.
I don't even dare you show. Y'all can let Darren know. I don't even care. Just throw whatever you want to throw in the chat. I don't even care.
All right. So we'll hit the comments real quick, and then we'll get back to TNA because TNA ain't won't know much this week anyway. So. Crown Jewel, no yeet. That's from my guy Cole Johnson. What's up, Cole? Frankie Kazarian dressed up as Joe Hendry was more interesting than WWE Crown Jewel PLE.
And why is Frankie Kazarian dressed up like Joe Hendry? What is that? What is that supposed to accomplish for him?
It was on Halloween, so they were trying to do something Halloween related. It really had no point, but it was still more interesting than that. And Cole. So Cole says the metaphor of women. That is happiness in cake form, Playmaker. Cake. So I have rechristened them, sir. They are the meta cakes. Yes, sir. And
okay, you know what, Cole?
I will say that cakes from the meta cakes.
Watching the meta cakes might have been the only bright spot of that whole thing.
One of maybe two, because let's not forget.
I still got to go through all that, okay?
The caramel case is out there too. I'm just saying the caramel case is the same time. I'm just saying. Whew.
I'm gonna correct you just a tad bit. They weren't camel in Saudi Arabia. There were sparkle chocolate in Saudi Arabia.
Hey, you want to call them sparkle chocolate for the week? That's cool. I have consistently said they are my caramel cakes.
No, you right. No, I'm not. I'm just saying just for Saturday.
Yeah,
just for Saturday.
And I will say,
and they weren't matching fits for ones, which is interesting.
We'll call them. What did you say we're gonna call them? Chocolate sprinkle cakes, and the meta cakes. Even in the outfits they were forced to wear in Saudi Arabia, you cannot stop the cakeage. It cannot be stopped. Just got to say that. That was very nice. Cole also says Crown Jewel was built for Cody Rhodes to be considered the undisputed number one talent in all of WWE. Yeah, pretty much. That's been since he won. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, it's been a thing since he won. And that's why I was like, remember before he won, I was like, I want him to win, but I know once he wins, I'm not going to be excited about it anymore because I already know what they're going to do.
All right, now let's get TNA for be diving in too much into Crown Jewel.
Cole says, "Good evening, Monarchs." All right, I'll stop there and then we'll come back.
Oh, Cole been waiting for this. Ever since, he been waiting for this.
Cole has been. The moment that was over, he was like, I'm clearing my schedule Monday night. 30 p.m. Eastern time. I got somewhere I need to be. Shout out to Real Wise Radio, too. Because we are bumping through there.
And shout out to 502 American Angel Radio.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We bumping through everywhere right now. All right. TNA. So, as my co-host let y'all know, as well as Mr. Cole Johnson, one of our dedicated listeners, part of the Monarchs fam, of course. Frankie Kazarian comes out dressed up as Joe Hendry. He makes fun of Joe Hendry for losing his match at Bound for Glory. But you know what he did? He said his name. And when you say his name, he appears.
Why every time they think of Kevin Owens? Every time somebody does that, I think of Kevin Owens. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do, sir. I do.
I'm sorry. That was a funny moment. See, every time you say the person's name, they come out.
Yes. Nick Namath came out. He said he didn't know that JBL was going to help him win till it was too late. He wanted a rematch between him and Joe Hendry that night. But Santino Marella said no. Alicia Edwards, Eddie Edwards, JDC, and Tasha Steelz came out. They were getting into it with Namath and Hendry. So they made a match, Nick Namath and Joe Hendry versus the System. And Namath and Hendry laid out Frankie Kazarian. So,
you know what, Bump? I'm gonna be that guy. System, I do not want to hear about y'all right now because whatever's going on in TNA, it is not working. All y'all just lost at the last pay-per-view. That includes Muse. For some odd reason, lost to Mike Santana out of everybody. Even though Mike Santana is actually a good wrestler, but he wasn't doing nothing at that moment in time. Carry on.
You good now?
I'm just getting started, but carry on.
Okay. So, Alicia Edwards and Tasha Steelz stayed in the ring. They called out Masha Slamovich, the new Knockouts World Champion. She came out. She told Alicia everyone's sick of hearing her voice. They got into it. Edwards and Steele was double teaming her. And then Jordan Grace comes out to make the save. Of all people, Jordan Grace comes out to make the save.
So she's still working both promotions.
She's still there for now because keep in mind, I think her contract is not quite up. But you know they tape multiple episodes.
Yeah, they do. But hey, yeah, you're right. Like a lot of people sat here. Not to change the subject real quick, but sit here and say, "Oh, Nia Jax was able to go to Saudi Arabia for the pre-show for the press conference and fly back to Brooklyn, New York, for a Smackdown that night." You idiots!
Definitely pre-taped. We saw the segment that they did with Jay, Roman, and Jimmy last Monday, so that was definitely pre-taped.
I'm like,
so they made a match between Masha Slamovich, Jordan Grace against Alicia and Tasha Steelz next week.
Oh, that should be fun.
Everybody wants to see that match.
That should be fun. Yeah, tag team match. How wonderful.
Yeah.
And you put the two people who just fought for a title on the same team. That's very smart.
twice because he just did that with Joe Hendry and Nick Namath too. So he did it twice. He made the same match twice, one for men and one for women. Granted, one's next week, but still. All right. We had First Class, which is AJ Francis and Casey Navarro against the Rascals.
Please tell me the Rascals won.
Yes.
Thank you. Move on. Anytime you hear First Class, I just want to tune out.
All right. Steve Macklin, Jonathan Gresham, and Eric Young fought Josh Alexander and the Good Hands, John Schuyler and Jason Hodge.
What?
Yeah. The match happened.
Who come up with these tag team names? We just went from First Class to Good Hands. Thank you, Cole Johnson. Thank you.
So then we had Ash Elegance with Heather by Elegance and the Personal Concierge. So now it's Ash by Elegance and Heather by Elegance. She defeated Knockouts Tag Team World Champion Danny Luna, who had Jody 3, her partner in her corner.
You know what amazes me? Because we ain't talking about it last week. How they got embarrassed. I don't know if it was the pre-show. They got embarrassed, but they ended up winning the match on the show. What? What are we doing?
So Li Ying Lee defeated Maggie Moore, and if you don't know, Li Ying Lee is what's the name from WWE?
Zion Lee.
Yeah, Xia Li. Yeah.
At least she's still
after
going.
The match, Savannah Evans came back to TNA and beat the dog poop out of Li Ying Lee. So they set up a match for them. Mike Santana is now turning his attention towards getting the TNA World Championship. What a shot.
Yeah, you beat Moose, might as well.
Yeah. Then we get to the main event. The System, which is Eddie Edwards and JDC against Nick Namath and Joe Hendry. Want to take a guess at who won this match?
Oh, let me guess. The guy that has the TNA World Championship.
Nope.
Really?
Joe Hendry accidentally hit Nick Namath, and that caused the System to win. So they can't win the pay-per-view, but they can beat the World Heavyweight Champion and another partner.
Yeah.
Backstage, Nick Namath's brother tries to convince him that Joe Hendry hit him on purpose to try to start some beef there.
I was just going to say, so we going to go for round 2, huh? So maybe it's not over for Joe Hendry's after all.
At some point, they're going to have the match again. Maybe Mike Santana's in the middle. He's the buffer because we know he's not going to win.
Even though TNA's taking a very long road that they shouldn't be taking right now. But, okay.
Long is better than not at all. You know what I mean? Like, long is better than not at all. Sometimes I do not at all. So we'll go there. We have a lot. Yo, Cole is wild in the chat. Cole, shout out to you, my boy, because we need that energy in the chat for this show, because AEW won't hit for it either. So it's just, but we bring it to you because we bring it to you live every week. You know what I'm saying? Every week.
That man brought up AEW. I don't even know what to say on this.
So we're gonna go ahead, take our first commercial break.
Please do. Oh, please do. Jeez.
And then we're gonna come back and we'll talk some all not elite wrestling.
Exactly what he said. All non-elite wrestling.
And I'm an AEW fan, but I gotta keep it real. This ain't Dave Chappelle skit where keeping it real goes wrong. so I can keep it real. All right, y'all. Let's do the thing.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on YouTube and where you can find podcasts. Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete! 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 Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets. Rams fans all around the world.
It's a beautiful thing to be a Rams fan right now. Stafford's back. We're going to see about Cup. And running back Kerryon Williams to return.
Lend me your ears, or should I say lend Playmaker your ears, as he breaks down week by week everything in the Los Angeles Rams canon.
Number 99, Aaron Donald. Can't wait for 2029 to come to know that you are going in the Hall of Fame, and it should be first ballot, no questions asked.
Join the Playmaker as he breaks down everything Los Angeles Rams style in Ramily Talk on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts.
We're back in the building, y'all. So, All Night Elite Wrestling had a Fight Night show this week on Wednesday night. And I want to say we're going to continue the theme of just bad booking across the cosmos of wrestling this week.
So we're just going to have John Moxley and whatever they call themselves just beat up everybody. Is that what we're doing?
Apparently so, sir. Except for Private Party.
Congratulations, Private Party. I do not want to overlook your huge achievement of beating the Gymnastic Boys, which makes no sense because you just lost to them in their last
too little, too late
pay-per-view event.
Yeah, you can't win a pay-per-view I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The Bad Boys can't beat them at the pay-per-view. They got to beat them on a regular episode TV. But Orange Cassidy.
No fault of y'all's private party. We just saying, like y'all couldn't done that.
Yeah.
Y'all couldn't do that at
They couldn't let y'all do that at the actual pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Orange Cassidy kicked off the show. John Moxley had a video package, but he interrupted it. Said he wasn't a leader, but he was opposed Moxley.
What is up with doing a video package if you're gonna be there anyway?
Right. Orange wants a match with Moxley.
Yeah, the way that crew's at, he might not get a match. They just might beat him up and take him out. Oh, and by the way, Cole Johnson, I don't know if you noticed or not, after the gymnastics boys lost the tag team titles, they got the hell out of Dodge because they was running away from John Moxley's crew.
And they was shredding papers and all kind of weird stuff. All right, we got a match between Adam Cole and Buddy Matthews. That's how I feel about the match.
Are we building up Adam Cole and using Buddy Matthews as the jobber?
This week, next week, Buddy Matthews might go out and win a championship. Is that not Tony Khan? So, 2 Panama Sunrises and then the Boom, and won the match, even though he decided to stop selling the injury to his ankle that he had earlier. So, yeah, there was that.
There's a lot more that'll happen, and when he gets
Cole,
I'm going to shock Cole Johnson and everybody else listening.
Yeah, Malachi Black, the lights went out, came back. Malachi was in the middle of the ring, and they're gonna have a match next.
Oh wow, Adam Cole should win that match, but the way things have been going, if Malachi Black beats Adam Cole, what are we doing?
Adam Cole showed Matthews respect and thanked him for reminding him who the real Adam Cole is. I'll say that there. So Kyle Fletcher was out.
Buddy Murphy can go. AEW just don't use him correctly.
No, they don't. WWE didn't either. Mark Davis, who was Kyle Fletcher's old partner in Aussie Open, returned, gave him the stank face for his baby Don Callis hairdo, and apparently there's probably going to be a little feud there to give.
Don't you look like Don Callis?
Yeah,
Jeez
baby Don Callis. Hangman Adam Page came out.
What are we doing with Adam? What are we doing with Heyman?
We're not doing anything with Heyman. He's got a match with Jay White at Full Gear. It doesn't matter who wins the match because they'll lose the next week, and then the match won't mean anything. So,
oh my gosh. Next.
Yep. John Moxley came out. They and his clan, because I don't know what their name is at this point. They came out and they said they were going to sacrifice Willa Yuta if Orange Cassidy didn't come out. He came out. Of course, they weren't going to really sacrifice him. They all started beating him up. The Dark Order came out to help.
Where is all these people coming from?
Darby Allin descended from the Raptors as a little baby Sting and joined the fight. And then Top Flight came out and did all
Cody
that.
Rhodes 2.0. I'm starting calling him Cody Rhodes 2.0 because you should not be. I should not see you every single week, 3 times a week. I'm sorry, I had to go.
Yeah, no, you good. This is basically in the NWO storyline from back in the day.
That only worked because Sting didn't do nothing. Every time you saw Sting, he was just up in the Raptors, just chilling. And you just kept wondering.
You can't do that with Darby.
When is you gonna come down? Are you ever gonna come down from up there? You gonna do it? And then when he came down, it was a shock.
Darby Rhodes, Cody Allen. All right, then we had the tag team match between the Young Bucks and Private Party. Private Party got a win.
A clean win at that.
A clean win, too little, too late. But they got one. They had to put their partnership on the line in order to win. This is what we should have got at Wrestle Dream. I guess you heard all the negative backlash from even within your own company and decided to make the change. But again, too little, too late. You take the big moment away, and then you want to do it on a raggedy stage. It doesn't really matter. Chris Jericho came out. He won the rematch last week.
I don't even see him either. Every single week.
Yeah. The biggest part of that was Chris Jericho was gloating. Who cares?
Do y'all not pay attention to how Roman Reigns, even though my co-host doesn't like how Roman Reigns did it, but y'all not paying attention when you're missing for a while? Makes things a little interesting.
Yeah, because my thing is, I think Roman was away too long. But like I said, we're going to get the antithesis of that now. We're going to get somebody that won't ever take a week off.
Jeez.
When you hear his music come on in your mind, you can just think, da, 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 da.
I'm saying y'all every single week. Like, can y'all take a week off?
No.
Do a video package at least. Jeez.
No. We're going to show up every week, and we're going to let you know that you can't see us.
So that was great about Chris Jericho when he first got to AEW. He went there every third week. You got to do a video package. He got to drinking bubbly, having fun and whatnot.
And also, he did use it to promote his Terrifier 3 movie.
Never heard of it.
The most important thing from that whole segment was there was a little backstage interaction between Daniel Garcia and Jack Perry. And then the Young Bucks were caught loading up their stuff and shredding documents.
Yes, you talked about earlier, but hey, good to see Jack Perry. We haven't spoken Jack Perry's name in a couple of weeks. See, we ain't talk about Jack Perry in a couple of weeks. Now he showed up. Now he's about to have a brawl with Daniel Garcia. That's what I'm talking about. That I can roll with.
Yeah.
Even though I don't understand why I get Daniel Garcia, but
Anna Jay. Well, Daniel Garcia is apparently a big deal now. He resigned. Anna Jay had a video package about her match with Mariah May that's going to be on Collision.
Hey.
Chris Statlander and Camille had a match.
Just pause right there. Mercedes, I hope you're doing well. You are another person I don't want to see every week. You're not bringing anything better to AEW.
She does look good, though. She's very cute. She's not part of the cake society at all. but she is cute.
Don't try to get her back on my good side.
I'm not trying to get her back on good side. I'm just saying she is cute.
This entire AEW run has been a flop. A mothering, fathering flop.
I told you that week 1.
Yeah, I know, but people like Cole Johnson and others, they know my affection with AKA Sasha Banks, so they thought it was going to translate over to AEW. And it hasn't translated to AEW.
There hasn't been anything for it to translate over to AEW. So, in order for it to work, there has to be something. There was nothing.
No, like they're talking about my affection for her.
I know, but there wasn't even enough of what she's doing there for your affection to really matter. She's still beautiful, but she sucks. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
it's not like she stopped being beautiful. She just sucks.
Let's just be honest. And we're going to talk about a similar situation from this weekend. There's nothing in the world that tells me that you can beat Chris Statlander. I don't know why. What's her name? Because I want to call her something else. I almost forgot. Camila. There's nothing. You should not be running Camila. Let's just be honest. If she really wants to, she can snap you. Like, let's be for real. And Cole Johnson actually said at the same time that he actually put it at the same time that I said it. See, me and Cole Johnson, we're here. We here. And then now they want to bring up rumors that Mercedes supposed to be bringing in a former WWE star to AEW. Why?
They gotta try to do something to get people to half care about Mercedes Moné.
I love you, Mercedes, but this is not working. This is not working at all.
Yes. We're going to go back to the comments here. Some of them are WWE related, but hey, we're going to get there anyway, so we might as well just do the thing. All right. Cole says Liv Morgan's thirsty ass crying all over the place was a cute moment. Twice crying all over the place. He also says Medicakes. I love it. Cool. Thank you, sir. I just try to keep it $1.50 if I can. Medicakes. Yeah. We can do it with the K or with the C. Either way. He does agree with me. Jade and Bianca were fine too. Not fine, but fine as well. He makes a good point here. He says you can tell WWE was hearing whispers of Roman Reigns overshadowing Cody Rhodes. Triple H was like, Cody, I got crown jewel for you, buddy. And since Cody's gonna win, hey Liv, we're gonna pull the wool over everybody's eyes. We're gonna have the two people that didn't win last time. The two people that did win last time in Saudi Arabia both lose. Yeah. Cole also says in regards to TNA, they're dragging Namath's heel turn hard though. You know how that goes. And I am 100% in agreement with this comment. Tasha Steele, small Barriqua cakes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Completely agree. He does make a great point here. Alicia Edwards is such a killjoy on the microphone. Why are they trying to replicate Vicky Guerrero with her?
Excuse me.
Yeah, I don't think it's that they're trying to. She's just so terrible. There's nothing else they can do. Well, I guess it is trying to, huh? Yeah. All right. He says, Cole also says, we'll see Jordan do a WWE roster member debut at Royal Rumble. Pretty much, if not before. And I saw this comment, Cole, but I wanted to wait until we got to a place where we could really go there. So I'm glad we found a place where we could really go there. Cole says, good hands. Pause.
Now you know why I stopped.
Right. saw it, but right. Completely agree. It is strange to see Steve Macklin as a babyface. He'll be a heel next week. I mean, that's for real. That's how they be doing, bro. That's how they be doing.
He's another version of the Big Show.
Whatever works for that week. He just doesn't come out and go, ah. It's totally different. Cole says, regurgitation by elegance. Lord have mercy. Regurgitation.
Then at one point, he always brought up Ash by elegance like every week.
Yes.
What has happened? What has happened here? It's Cole in my territory now where you got to tell it how it is all of a sudden?
I think so, sir. Cole says, I hope they don't waste Savannah Evans and TNA again. Huh. They haven't shown me anything why they won't. All right. Cole also says, nope, the guy that as the TNA World Championship was the one that got pinned, so the system still gets love.
Oh, but they can lose that Bound for Glory, but they can pin the TNA World Champion on the TV show.
Cole says we're also going to waste Orange Cassidy in a main event run. Yes, we are, because nobody wants to see Orange Cassidy actually win a championship.
No, we want to see Orange Cassidy change character first.
Yes. Congratulations, Private Party. Definitely.
Yes, for those who don't know.
So we were about to get there, but we'll go ahead. Yeah.
For those who don't know, Swerve had his thing. Was he fighting Shelton Benjamin that night?
He was.
He was fighting Shelton Benjamin that night. He did his thing, and he beat Shelton Benjamin.
Prince Nana kept the hype up with the Who's House?
He kept the hype.
And
finally, he showed up. Finally. And Tony Khan, you suck at debuting people. You absolutely suck at debuting people. Why is Bobby Lashley debuting on a Dynamite
after a pay-per-view? No, here's the worst part of it. This was the worst debut that I've seen. I'm going to tell you why. You had the match. Swerve won. Shout out to Swerve. Y'all know Swerve's my dude. I don't care if Bobby there. Swerve is my guy. Okay? So if you're talking bad about Swerve, I'm taking that personally. That's my guy. Everybody else is whatever, but Swerve's my guy.
Yes, Swerve has supplanted Cody Rhodes.
Yes, he has. And Swerve doesn't show up every week either. He'll take a few weeks off. Let us reset. Let us see other people, and then he'll come back. Cody Cedar can't do that. So, yes, he has supplanted Cody. Thank you for.
I just want to make sure that our radio audience, because I'm pretty sure I thought Swerve has supplanted Cody Rhodes.
Yes. After the match, MVP picks up his phone and calls somebody.
Oh, I wonder who he called.
After he picks up the phone and calls somebody, it's like, yeah, boom, 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 wop, wop. Phone gets hung up. The lights go off. They come back on. Bobby Lashley comes out. Gets in my boy Swerve's face. They swing on each other. Shelton Benjamin jumps up 2-on-1. MVP took care of Prince Nana thoroughly. And left him on the ground. And that brings us to Cole's comment. And they ended Dynamite with a black wrestling love fest. And then a beatdown.
And my sister, they are not called the Hurt Business. They are called the what are they called? They're Hurt
Syndicate.
Yeah.
I saw a meme that said the Bud Hurt Syndicate. Cole also says why John Moxley is much better doing video packages than he does cutting in-ring promos and wrestling. Because you can redo the promos, the videos 3 or 4 times. The other stuff you have to do right there. That's why it's a great point, though. It's a very great point, and you're not lying. Cole also says, I know the Young Bucks, as Jim Ross said, caught the case of the limber tail. In other words, they yellow. Let me do this some justice. Caught the case of Lambertail. In other words, they yellow. That's what Jim Ross was saying.
They got the hell up out of there.
They got about to dodge real quick. And Cole says, and Tony Khan sniffs another nose candy mountain. I feel like this week he was sharing that mountain with the guys from the other two promotions. I feel like they were all just diving in a mountain of white powder.
Well, except for one person, we know why he did what he did. This is what happens when green becomes the number one priority. That's all I'm gonna say.
Agreed. Cole says Adam Cole still don't know who the real Adam Cole is. They're taking too long and having the Kitty Kingdom.
Please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. Where Adam Cole? Please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up.
He says, oops, I mean Undisputed Kingdom. I like Kitty Kingdom better, sir. I like it better. All right, then. Playmaker, Blow Man doesn't know what he's doing with Hangman Adam Page. This Yo-Yo
yeah, we gonna have Heyman go over on Swerve, and then for some reason lose the very next Dynamite
by giving him drugs and knocking him out. Like, what in the world are you doing? Just because drugs knock you out, Tony, doesn't mean they knock everybody out.
Oh, you beat Swerve, but you're gonna lose on Dynamite, and then you lost to a non-main event at that. You beat a main event and you lose to a non-main event. What are we doing?
Like Cole said, now if AEW is thinking correctly, which we know they're not, they should have you to be the one to ultimately destroy this John Moxley Iron Fist faction storyline. He says, is Mercedes Moné bringing anything at all to AEW? A little bit of sex appeal, but in the ring or promotions or anything, probably nothing.
Hell, the sex appeal count is low in my low on my radar right now. Because how awful it's been in AEW. Jeez. I should not be this way right now.
We shouldn't. Cole says, wrestling, please say goodbye to the failed CEO. CEO. Told y'all when I first saw it, I was like, it's not going to work.
They still do that dumbass chant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Rising American Angel Radio, but this is how bad it was last week.
The only thing that will be relevant will be when Camille crushes Mercedes like a grape. This is Cole again.
Damn, you still up there.
Then he said, watch Mercedes will be someone like Lacey Evans. Wow.
And I actually like, man, and Lacey Evans is a sexy woman too.
She is. She's doing some scenes on OnlyFans for those who may be interested with another former wrestler, which I might know. Some joint content. Mandy Rose. I don't do that.
Shout out to Mandy. Shout out to Mandy Rose, even though a lot of guys were crying because Mandy Rose got married over the week. So she's officially off the market. And I know a lot of guys were crying tears when she posted that on social media.
Yep. Cole Lashley should have debuted on Full Gear. He should have. Yolanda says black on black crime again. You know they all about that.
At least it was in the main event.
At least he got beat up in the main event. He says, I love Swerve too. Cole does. He needs to be protected in AEW. I believe he is the number one talent there. Yep. Tony doesn't.
If Tony Khan can't protect, hey man, how you gonna protect Swerve?
I mean, he needs to. We're not saying he will. We're saying he needs to.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying he can't. He's not even protecting He-Man. So
I mean, he won't because he's Tony Khan, but he should.
He should protect both of them.
He should protect a lot of people, sir. Cole laughs at Tony was sharing that mountain. And then he says, congratulations to Mandy Rose. Yep.
Hey, I'm hurt just like the rest of y'all. Because I had a thing for Mandy. He'll tell you. Cool will tell you I had a thing for Mandy Rose.
I mean, I can't knock it if you had a thing for Mandy Rose. Like, come on. can't knock you for that.
Especially when they did that face to face with Trish Stratus, I was like, oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, I can't knock you for having a thing for Mandy Rose ever. I never said a word negatively about your thing for Mandy Rose. Never.
Oh no, you never have. I'm just letting people know I have a thing for Mandy Rose too. So yes, I was hurt, but I ain't scraping Jay. That woman is out of wrestling and she's living her best life right now.
Yeah, I'm not really into non-women of color, but
only certain ones.
Only certain ones. Oh, you got a thing for white women.
Only certain ones, okay?
She knows you pretty well. I'm just saying, she knows you pretty well.
Only certain. She don't know me that damn. She know me well, but she don't know me fully well. Love Mandy Rose. Love Trish Stratus.
What Cole say? Mandy Rose, I hated her until Naomi whooped her behind in that hotel. I liked her after that.
When Mandy Rose was going for Jimmy during the Christmas holiday, I know what he's talking about.
Yes, I did too. That was wild.
And it's just so funny because we right around the Christmas holiday.
Yes, we are.
I say a certain ones, woman. If you haven't been paying attention, hello, Mercedes Moné, the Power Cakes, Sha'Carri Jackson.
The Legend of Lash.
See, that's Trick. So I'm gonna let Trick have that.
I'm just saying it looks nice.
Yes.
I'm just saying
yes. It does.
That's all I'm trying to go with. All right, so we're gonna take another break here, y'all. Come back.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go to the third company that
we're gonna go to the most crappiest stuff in the week.
He said it, I didn't. Let's go.
Oh yes. The tradition, the pageantry, the spectacle, the history, the slut. Wait. I gotta rep my brother's stuff right. All my DMV soldiers, stand up! And welcome to the Commander's Gridiron Report. You want your commanders to be repped right? Well, D. Willie is your man. Commander's Gridiron Report. Every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. Eastern, 10:05 a.m. Central on the Sotoba Media YouTube channel. Music by J. Cool.
Where my soldiers, right side, commanders. Where my soldiers, left side.
Everything Boston. I love you morons. New Kids on the Block, New Edition.
Dear whatever the law firm is. Sincerely, the U.S. Supreme Court.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Go yourself again, Jason Whitlock.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Whether it's the men's college game,
the way that this season has been going, anything is possible.
The women's college game,
and how passionate Angel Reese was at that press conference, they got their mojo now.
The WNBA,
AJ Wilson, Brianna Stewart 1 and 2, followed by Brittany Griner, Aaliyah Boston, Jackie Young,
or the NBA.
The Lakers had a 0.8 chance of winning. And then what happened in the fourth quarter? LeBron James by himself outdid the Clippers.
You will get any and all of the information right at your fingertips or your earlobes. Join the Playmaker as he breaks down all things basketball in Shooting Lights Out. on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony, or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network proudly presents The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson, live every weekday morning beginning April 29th at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
All right. Back in the building. So, Playmaker, it's that time. We got one more comment here. Somebody says, I know you.
She don't know what I like.
Hey,
she thinks she does, but
yeah.
As I'm looking right now, there's a lot of women that's not tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Even though tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow's a very big day. But not tomorrow. Wednesday. NXT heads to a very special place on Wednesday. It's gonna be right across from Dynamite. That should be that's a shot of its on itself. How dare y'all move y'all time to Wednesday for that week? You see what Tony gonna have cook up Wednesday.
Some more trash.
Because NXT definitely gonna be on Wednesday this week, 8 p.m. at the OECW arena. Oh, that's gonna be good. And by the way, we like talking about cakes on the show, right?
We do, sir.
So I want to get I need to get some pleasantries in here, okay? Before I go through what. Yeah, that. Lola Vice versus Jada Parker. And guess who's the special guest referee?
Candice Michelle.
Dawn Marie.
Sorry. That was my own personal flashback.
One time I got a thing for white women. I got a thing for Lola Vice too. What you talking about?
Ooh. Those cakes are exceptional.
Yes.
Monumental.
Yes. But it's not all the cake action we get. We got a freaking 10-woman tag team match. Flair Influence teaming with Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez against Julia, Stephanie Valkyrie. I mean, how they showed the last time, they probably can do something by themselves. The former, and yes, it does come with a sad statement when I say former Women's North American Champion Kalani Jordan. Valkyrie. That I'm just gonna say that she's gonna be the difference maker in that whole match because she beat up 3 women by herself with no problem. That's scary. And then we talked about her earlier. Joy and Grace. We have 13 women that's on this card for Wednesday. Could you ask me anything better?
A lot of them have cakes too.
So this is lovely. And by the way, we'll have Trick Williams and Bubba Ray Dudley going against Ethan Page and Widge Hollins. That's Wednesday. I might want to tune in. It should be interesting.
That's a weird tag team.
It is.
Widge Hollins, that's weird.
But based on what they did at the end of the Halloween Havoc,
No, I mean, it makes sense. I'm just saying it's weird to see, but it makes sense.
Now to the what's the term I'm looking for? To the I don't want to say the C word because that's too obvious. To the cluster week, I'm using another C word. To the cluster week that was in WWE. Would that work for you?
That's what you want to go with, you know. I'd be on the tip of being like, yo, let's just put it out there, but
yeah, but we don't use those kind of words on this program.
No, we don't. We don't.
All right, the World Raiders are the number one contenders for the World Tag Team Champions.
Shocking.
And I'm going to say this right here, right now. Adam Pearce, Triple H, despite how disgusted I am with y'all right here, y'all can fix this in a small way by doing the right thing and just have the World Raiders destroy JD Madonna and Finn Balor. Okay. They're not doing it in a way.
They're not going to do that.
Boy.
That's their guys. They're part of the Judgment Day.
I'm going to take a pay out of Rod's book, but I'm going to edit it just a tad bit. And Cole Johnson, feel free to use this. Blank the Judgment Day.
I mean, you always go with hot piss on the Judgment Day. It works for me.
I'm doing the blank because that's what had Cole rolling when I did it on a previous show. Ivy now defeated Selena Vega. Are we surprised at that one?
No.
The Wyatt Six decided to kidnap The Miz.
After he was forcefully sent after them, though.
You know what made it even worse? Is what Karrion Kross reaction to it. If you didn't see it on social media. Scarlett, speaking of somebody that looks good, Scarlett comes in, tells Karrion Kross the news that the Wyatt Six has kidnapped him. Mainly, that same guy that kidnapped The Miz before. I'm gonna let y'all guess who that was. This ain't the first time he did it.
No, it's not.
And Karrion Kross that was like, well, this is the first things that came out of Karrion Kross' mouth. How long ago is this? She says 20 minutes. Well, he's probably dead.
That's what he said.
With no care in the world.
Not one.
Like, she looked at him like, are you serious right now? I mean, I'm just saying, he probably dead right now.
He was very serious.
He did not care.
At all.
Now, here's the part where I'm going to let my co-host speak because we did not get what we want on Monday Night Raw. We did not get what we want on Monday Night Raw. And what I mean by that is Dirty Dominic Mysterio beat Damian Pierce. How does that happen? But yeah, you let Damian Priest take out the whole Judgment Day after the match. Go ahead, man.
So when we talk about just trash, right? If you followed this all the way up from Raw to SmackDown to Crown Jewel, you would have understood, if you were true with yourself, which I'd be true with myself about this, it was all going to be trash. This was one of the main trash points early in the week. There is no universe where Dominic Mysterio should be beating Damian Priest, even with a quick roll up on some BS. That just should not happen. What are you doing to try to rebuild Damian Priest by having him lose the Dominic Mysterio? It makes no sense. You can roll me up, but like Playmaker said, you can roll me up and pin me, but then I beat up everybody in your squad. Your whole squad is trash juice. except for you. But you're trash juice with the rest of your squad. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It was poor booking. It's one of those situations where somebody said, hey, it would be cool for Dom to win the match. Oh, yeah. It wasn't. It was stupid. This was a poor decision with a myriad of other poor decisions over the weekend from Monday to Saturday. And I'm not even surprised with the route that things have been taken lately. Remember last week when I was mad? This is part of the reason why I'm mad, because I saw these type of things coming. I saw it. I don't like it. It stinks. And everyone who was part of this piss on you, and you need to be better.
When we get the crown jewel, I'll revisit War on SmackDown. Okay, for those certain points. Let's go to SmackDown. Of course, if you're gonna put first, I don't even know why you put Liv Morgan in a match before a PLE event. Notice I did the quotation marks to you idiots out there. But if you're gonna put Liv in a match, of course she's gonna win because she has a big match against Nia Jax. Why would she lose that match beforehand? So what you did, you made Miss Money in Bank look stupid.
TV time.
Even though she routed Liv Morgan in a promo.
She got routed in the ring.
She got routed in the ring, but she won a promo. So
she won a promo and lost the ring.
It evens out. And look here, Dirty Dom. Don't think we didn't see how you looked when she said what she said. We saw how you looked. You ain't slick. I will give Liv Morgan this. And yes, Cole Johnson, I'm giving Liv Morgan credit on one thing. She does know how to make the correct facial expressions. Because when Till said what she said, the perfect.
When you're a thirsty slut, that comes natural.
He said I didn't, so. But he is saying he did take that out of my head, though.
Dark connections. I have a lot of them.
But she did have the right facial expression. She had that look like, oh, no, you didn't. But yeah, Tiffany won the promo. Liv won the match. The Street Profits beat Pretty Deadly. So we just had a match with two teams that we ain't doing nothing with. Should I be happy that was on TV, though?
No comment.
See, that's what I thought. Me and Cool, we here now. That's what I thought. I'm gonna go to this first because it was kind of messed up how this whole thing played out. So Bayley and Naomi defeated Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. And then what I'm gonna say, like beforehand, was it beforehand? Afterhand on Saturday, we found out.
Oh no, it was beforehand.
Beforehand, we found out that Baron Corbin, Tia Knox, aforementioned Indy Hartwell were all released. Like y'all couldn't.
And Indy Hartwell's response was, "Wait, what?"
Like y'all couldn't wait like 2 weeks. Like you pre-taped the darn show. You just couldn't wait the extra week. So you let the news come out. Then we see her on SmackDown losing a match. Triple H, your timing is off.
Either way,
your timing is off, Triple H.
Yeah, either way, he would have had to lose if she was leaving because
And I'll take that back. Oh no, scratch that. Paul Levesque, your timing is off, sir. No, you get the Paul Levesque treatment here.
Paul Levesque.
I can't even call you Triple H this week. I gotta call you Paula because you wasn't Triple H at all this week.
I got her Simsley.
Yeah, he wasn't even Hinton Hurst. So yeah, that's what happened. Yes, Baron Corbin, Tegan Knox, and Eden Hartwell all got released. Oh, and by the way, there's some more releases to come. There's more to come. Right around the holidays. Oh, don't you like that? The disrespect is real in the business world. Io Sky won the Fatal 4-Way. Capitalizing off of Bianca's KOD, the Last Legend, hitting the Overmoon Moonsault, pinning Last Legend. By the way, did you see Jakari Jackson at the ringside? Whew. Boy.
Highlight of the night. A cake's especially. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Jay Cargill was as well.
Oh yeah. What the Kool-Aid man would say? Oh yeah.
I'm listening, Cargill, Miss Jackson, boy, they was flossing and flying. No, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. A storm was coming, and we were sorry, Miss Jackson, at the same time.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. Whew.
I am for real.
And then obviously the guy who shows up every goddamn show, Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, they defeat Gunther and Luke Kaiser. And then Kevin Owens did what he did, and Gunther put Cody Rhodes to sleep. Anything on SmackDown?
It was nice to finally see the Jey Uso segment with Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso.
Even though we saw it the previous week.
Monday after Raw.
Pretty much. We already seen it. I was like, okay, so now we already know. So we already know one part of SmackDown that we are already seeing. Is you have to see the whole thing then. But these idiots out here was like, oh, how nice for Nia just to fly all the way to Saudi Arabia to do the press conference, fly all the way back to Brooklyn, New York to do some Friday Night SmackDown. Dude, that was in Friday Night Smack. That was in Brooklyn 2 weeks ago. It was not in Brooklyn the very next week. That's why I started Arabia getting their first ever Monday Night Raw tonight.
I bet they pay a lot for that too.
You just gotta love people sometimes on social media. I'm saying how trying to make people believe that she did all that flying. She did not. She went one way. She did not come back. Because if that's the case, Michael Cole didn't come back, and he's the commentator on SmackDown. And Corey Graves, by the way, because they both called Friday Night SmackDown and Crown Jewel.
They called it last week.
Exactly. All of them they take that flight there and flight back. Y'all crazy. Do you know how long a flight that is? To get to Saudi Arabia. And the press conference was at 1:00 here. How they was gonna make it back over there in time for the show? By the way, that press conference was live. Think about that. I need my people to be more, to use their brains a little bit more, okay? Do I have to get to this? I don't even want to call it PLE. That's how bad it is. I don't even want to call it a PLE.
We can just call it this joke of a event.
So we already knew how this was going to go by the very first card on the match. I understood why they did it. Doesn't mean I agree with it, but I understood why they did it. My co-host, on the other hand, he seen the order of that card. He's like, no, I'm not watching. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I went back afterwards and I watched it when it was condensed, and instead of being like 3 hours, it was much less. I wasn't doing it. It was already new.
So we opened up the show with Bloodline versus Bloodline, which tells you know who's going to finish the show. There's only one or two people that's going to finish the show.
Raheem.
And if it ain't Roman, you know who the other option is. And that's my phone. That's my smartwatch in agreement with us. So since we got Roman opening, we know who closing. And yet this match went exactly how we thought it was gonna go. Of course, you're gonna have the new Bloodline or Bloodline 2.0 win this match. These dudes just got back together. They cannot get back together and all of a sudden start winning again. That won't make no sense in the world. Even though my co-hosts hate this entire idea.
Hate it.
But this one, Paul Levesque made the right call. Because you would have brought them together and they started winning with, then what was the point of doing all this talking on SmackDown and on Monday Night Raw for? Yeah, remember, Jay laid it out all clear on SmackDown, right? He laid it all up there. That's a lot of issues that these cousins got to fix. You can't fix it in one night. Now, one thing I do know about my coach, he might not like the decision, but if you do it right, he'll give you the opportunity. So you took the right step. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Bloodline 2.0. This is their second time trying to take out Jey Uso. Their second time. Sami Zayn comes out. Those of you who don't know, was kind of trying to see what Sami Zayn is because we saw him. He tried to talk to Jay. Jay said what he said. Jimmy said, let me go talk to him. He went looking for Sami, and then he found Sami talking to Solo. So when Sami comes out, we trying to figure out, okay, what we got going on here. We saw you talking to Solo, but we know you've been cool with Jay for the longest. So where we at with Sami? You know, Solo doing the whole recruitment thing, you know, we got you, we love you, come on, bring it in, all that good stuff, right? Sami brought it in and gave him a suplex for his efforts.
An exploder suplex.
Yeah, exploder suplex, but yeah, still a suplex. And all of a sudden, we found Solo in the ring with one Uso in one corner, one Uso in another corner, Reigns in one corner, and Sami in the other corner. The so-called tribal chief is now surrounded. They held that moment for so goddamn long. I was like, who gonna make the first freaking move? And then for some odd reason, at the same time, Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn came flying at the same time, and Roman Reigns took a little kick for his efforts. And Solo got to leave laughing. Look what you did. Correct decision. Even though you hate it, are they going the right route?
Possibly. That's all I can give them right now. Possibly.
Okay. We should find out tonight on Monday Night Raw how this is going to turn out over in Saudi Arabia, even though that show was already taped already. Just to let y'all know.
No.
So I'm just telling you so you don't go on the internet and might actually come across a spoiler on the internet. Because they were trying to get
me. They had it too late now. They probably already done it by now.
They were trying to get me. I was like, nope, ain't doing it. That's how we opened the show. The very next contest featured the Power Cakes defending their women's tag team title against Damage Control, against Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, and the Meta Cakes. By the way, Miss Jackson was giving me Mystique vibes. And I'm sorry if y'all didn't see it. I'm like, she gave me Mystique vibes. Good gracious, wearing all blue with the reddish hair. It's like, why you gotta give me this?
Cannot censor the cakes.
And as those of you who came in late, the power case, they came in as a chocolate sparkle case because they had on they black wrestling gear with all types of different triangle colors, what they custom. So that's why I said chocolate sparkle. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. There's a theme going on between these matches. There was no cohesionness in these matches. Not even in the bloodline match. No cohesionness whatsoever. No cohesionness for the women's tag team title match. But the power case did retain. So Triple H, you're 2 for 2. Even though this one we enjoy. We enjoy this one. We enjoyed this one. And I hope Chelsea Green is doing a lot better because that's a 300-pound woman that smashed you. Unfortunately, that would happen to be your own tag team partner.
That was a hot mess.
I would give Chelsea Green this. She's taking all the hell of a bumps right now.
She taking like a woman. I give her that.
Then we had the no contest. That's the best way I can put it. Because that bell never run between Ray Norton and Kevin Owens.
Yep. Next.
That bell never run.
Waste of time. I knew it would be.
So we're gonna drag this out a little bit more. That's bad decision number one, Trip Paulovec. Number one. You went 2 for 2. Now you're 2 for 3. And then this is where my co-pilot said to us, so this is where Darnell started to go, I hate you, and I hate you. Because everything I said went right down the middle. Liv Morgan defeated Nia Jax. You heard me correctly. Liv Morgan defeated Nia Jax. Now tell me how a woman of Liv Morgan's stature can do an ambivalent to a woman of Nia Jax's stature. Let's tell me how. Don't make any sense, but that's the way they went, and I knew it. Didn't I say that was the way they was going to go? I told you that was the way they was going to go. I just knew it.
You did.
I just knew it. So, well, I put a check mark on Paulovec for that one because I knew he was going that route. Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed. There's nothing that Paulovec can say to me, my co-host, to convince us that we should believe in Bronson Reed.
Ever again.
I don't care how many curve stunts he took. I don't care. It took a super curve stunt from the top ropes to do it. Bronson Reed's supposed to win that match, not Seth Rollins.
You wasted our time with Bronson Reed. Now I say that he should win, but he wouldn't because against Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins getting a PLE win was more important than continuing to build Bronson Reed. That's why you don't have much new stars either, Hunter. Great job. I mean that sarcastically as humanly possible, by the way, Hunter.
But since I know that result, I know how Monday night's going to go, and I'm going to get there in a minute.
I don't even care.
All right, I can put a smile on my co-host face because LA Knight retained the United States Championship. One hell of a finish, though. One hell of a finish. Give you that.
Yes.
That's one hell of a finish.
BFT.
So LA Knight still United States champion. And then we get to the main event, the men's Crown Jewel Championship between the Reign General and world champion Gunther, going against the John Cena schedule undisputed WWE Universal Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And guess who won? Cody Rhodes. Like, come on now. See, on this one, my co-host, he was trying to be realistic.
Yeah, I knew he
picking
would
both
win,
champions. And picking both champions, by the same here, like, they're going to have one person on Raw win it, and they're going to have one person on SmackDown win it. I know Cody Rhodes ain't losing. So if Cody Rhodes ain't losing, that only tells me Liv Morgan's going to win. Even though it's going to be stupid, Liv Morgan's winning because they're going. Because guess what? If you have both champions from one brand, SmackDown win. Guess what? People going to take it as SmackDown's the better brand. SmackDown is the A show. SmackDown is better than Raw. But Triple, we can't have that. We gotta have people guessing. Not one show is better than the other show.
Until January.
I just knew they was gonna go that route. I just knew it. I was like, Cody Rhodes ain't losing. So only logical reason is gonna be Liv Morgan. Which is not even logical because how the hell Liv Morgan beat somebody like Nia Jax?
Exactly.
See, this is one of them weeks where you look at a show and you're like, I have a feeling this is what they're going to do, and I'm going to hate every single part of it. And that's pretty much exactly what they did. We knew Bloodline 2.0 was going to win, because how the hell you going to bring Jimmy, Jay, and Roman back together, and then they went out the gate? That won't make no damn sense. Thank goodness the Power Kids retained. Because last time y'all put them in this kind of environment, they end up losing. Like you said, Orton and Owens, that was just a waste of time. We couldn't even get a bell ring. Paul Levesque, I don't know what you're going to do with Bronson Reed, man. I don't know how you're going to turn this around, but I do feel like Bronson Reed is going to cost Seth Rollins the #1 contenders match. And speaking of the #1 contenders match, we have Damian Priest versus Sheamus versus Seth Rollins versus Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Now, let me educate y'all on process of elimination of how I see this match, and my co-host, he agreed with me. I just said Bronson Reed is going to cost Seth Rollins the match, so guess what? Seth Rollins is not going to win. That takes out Seth Rollins. So now we're down to Damian Priest, Sheamus, and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. All right. I can make a case for Sheamus by saying that he's the only one that hasn't. He's the only one that's winning, and also he actually beat Ludwig Kaiser on Monday Night Raw, by the way. That hasn't really faced Gunther since they had a match at WrestleMania. I mean, that was a hell of a match between him, Drew McIntyre, and Gunther. And I think that year that was like the most physical match of the card. Could they darn near to each other apart. Hey, there's no way in the hell I'm making a case for Dominic Mysterio. There's no way in hell I'm making a case for him, so we can take him out. So it's either Sheamus or Damian Priest. Are you really trying to rush Damian Priest back into the title picture right now? I don't think so.
Judgment ain't gonna let him win anyway.
So my guess is Sheamus is winning this match by process of elimination.
I would say Sheamus or Seth Rollins. And the reason I would say or Seth Rollins is they may not have Bronson Reed cost him the match, even though he should, just because they may say something like Bronson Reed's not there or something weird. But That's what should happen.
And save it for when he gets that title match.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't disagree. He should beat him.
Because he did go to show me and say this is far from over. So I'm saying like
Yeah.
you better. So Seth Rollins should not win this match because Bronson Reed already put it out there after the match that this match we ain't done. This is not through. So I'm expecting more chaos to come. And probably some tsunamis along with it. So anything from this crappy wrestling week that we had to endure?
No, I just want to flesh it and, look forward to brighter days, better days. Like my man Pot said, better days, better days. Hey.
EK Hayes, thank you for joining us. We finna get out of here. I'm finna see what this Monday Night Raw look like in Saudi Arabia.
Yep. I want to say real quick, in the words of Mr. Cole Johnson, bizarre playmaker, blank the Judgment Day. Laugh out loud.
Told you he was going to enjoy that.
Dominic Mysterio, Damian Priest match was booked horribly. Liv did have that look that said in a Valley Girl verse, "You stinking heifer." She did. Donna said she didn't know about Corbin. And my guy EK in the building. What up? Appreciate you tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like, that share, and that subscribe button for your boys. And like we say every week, make sure you tell 4 people you think are your friends who may or may not be, and 4 people who are not. Just because they may or may not like you doesn't mean they won't like us. It's never where you start. It's always where you finish. We out, man. We got a flesh this week. Hopefully somebody gives us something this week. Somebody.